Hi and welcome to the Social Commuter Podcast, the marketing podcast keeping you up to date on the go.
With your host, Georgia Smith
and Eloise Stanley.
I am very excited for this week's episode after our incredible guest speaker last week. Obviously, we do miss having a guest on, but we're still fun. We still have the good vibes. So let's kick off with some platform updates.
So I have a kind of groundbreaking one to start with.
Honestly,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
So I obviously was doing my research and I came across this article from Instagram. So they have released, this is my quote, "Don't try to hack engagement." And here's what we mean by that. If we believe your content explicitly asks for engagement through shares, comments, tags, or other actions, then we won't recommend it. An example of this is asking people to comment with a specific word, number, or emoji.
That was beautifully said. I felt like you really did that really mature.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
This is a big turn for social media strategies, in my
100%.
opinion. Because we see this a lot.
Everyone does that now.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, obviously you can't put links on Instagram, people just turn to that instead. And, putting, check out more of my website. It's also bad for the algorithm. So what do they want you to do as a business?
Exactly. Well, this is what's been being said, right?
Yeah.
Because this is a great way to generate leads. Like, you know who's interested in your product by people commenting on your post. So what are we meant to do?
It's not great.
We'll just have to wait for Instagram to give us a solid response on that.
Yeah, they're not being very helpful. And I think they do want more organic posting on social media. And I get that. We all hate being, our feeds full of sponsored posts and ads and businesses. But businesses need social media. I mean, if they put us out of a job, I'm not going to be happy with Instagram. So I don't know what they're thinking. It's a bit stupid, to be fully honest with you, but
Here's what it is.
Here's what it is.
You go.
Okay. So now this is We Like Instagram again. So we mentioned a while ago about this, but I'm just popping it out there again because some users have said they found it. So text on carousel posts.
Yes.
Yeah. So how is in a reel you have the option to add text? Some users can now add text to a carousel.
Which is very fun. It's giving Facebook. I think we said that originally. But no, I'm quite fan. I'd quite like to have that feature when it gets rolled out. Do we know what countries this is, or it's just some?
Some.
Just
That's
some.
what they say.
If you're one of the lucky ones, let us know, please.
Yeah, please do.
My next one is that broadcast channels have new features added to them, some of which include lives just for the people in the broadcast channel. You can add backgrounds now, which is so fun.
I'm ill, guys. I'm going to give Eloise my illness. You're going to slowly see me coughing more throughout the video. I was like, I can hold it in. But it was just not going to happen. So next week you're going to be I'm always ill on the podcast.
You are.
I feel like at least once a month I say, I'm so sorry, I'm ill.
I feel like my immune system
it's
got really strong from being next to you. Anyway.
Back to broadcast channels.
Yeah. But I think this is really fun. Like, personally, as a user, I don't engage that much with broadcast channels. To be honest, I find them kind of boring. I don't think anyone's particularly hit the nail on the head with them that I've seen yet.
No.
If you do know a good broadcast channel, please let us know, in the comments down below, because I would love to be able to see this.
I still say American Horror Story did
I think
so
that
well with
incredible.
their new season. And it was the first, but they'd gone it so quick. First broadcast channel I was ever added to. Now it's boring. Yeah. I don't even check them. I feel like we were saying that before. You just don't check broadcast channels anymore. No. It's fun. So boring.
I think with the new backgrounds, this might make it a lot more visually pleasing.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Maybe they might be able to pull me in with this, but at the moment,
no, it's not for us.
On the fence. Yeah.
I just think you need to really give valuable content, or do it how American Horror Story did and do it creatively.
I think that's definitely the way to go.
There's only two ways around it.
You capture proper attention.
You can't just post normal Instagram posts on a broadcast channel. No one cares that much about your business to care and to really interact with it. And you want it to build a community, but if you're not doing that, you can't just post pictures and expect to build a community on social media.
Exactly. I think also the difficulty is that obviously people can't respond other than just like things or vote on things. So obviously it is hard then to be able to connect with people through broadcast channels. So it's just the ways in which businesses are going around it.
100%.
So I'll be keeping my eyes out for some techniques and we'll be sharing them on here.
We like to have a nose.
Yes.
So what else do I have? Oh, their feed icon. So I tried to explain this earlier before.
Yes.
Bit random. So the way I would describe it is, so if you tag someone in a post, you would have a little really small circle on the bottom of your screen with like a person picture in.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now their Instagram are launching that, but for some users, and it's basically that, but when there's a story highlight linked to it.
Yeah, that's quite fun.
Yeah, a bit weird, and I don't really see the benefit, to be honest. As a user, it's not that fun for me.
Yeah.
But if you're curious if someone has a story highlight related to their post, you'll like it.
It's a bit like, yeah, I think if you've had a big project going on in your life which you've been posting about, and then you do a post at the end of it being like, this is what, like, you know, I get
see
that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not sure where else it's going to be linked, but I do think it's kind of fun because it's like you could always have the post and then all the behind the scenes in the story.
Yeah,
that's quite
definitely
fun.
I mean, they did it for Miami Fashion Week, and there was a brand there, the main one that does it, this bikini brand, I'm not going to remember their name. Alex Hill modeled for them the other week, and they did it, so they were one of the first people we saw with the little logo. And I think it's just Instagram's being very selective. I think they're teasing it, and they want to get people's impact on it, and is it really that important? Do people really care about it? That's what they're trying to do.
Yes.
But I'm not, I don't care.
Just have to see over the next few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Have a nose at that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Amazing. My next one. Oh, I've got a couple of TikTok ones.
Go on.
So if you've been watching our stories, well, it will be last week, TikTok, well, we asked basically, what is everyone thinking about the political parties in the UK's TikTok strategies at the moment? Because I think it's taken a lot of us social media managers by surprise, like some of these strategies. Because there's a lot of emphasis on like humour and memes, which is unexpected from political parties. So TikTok, obviously TikTok can't take down untrue content or anything, unfortunately, that would be great. But instead, they've brought in a feature which is called TikTok in-app General Election Center. So basically, whenever, the way I understand this, whenever there's some political content that comes up on your For You page, there will be like a link to their General Election Center, which is going to tell you like the facts and how to vote, essentially.
That's good.
I think this is a good idea.
You know, they want more young people to vote, and I think that's incredible. I mean, we're both ready to go.
Yeah.
So I think definitely being able to tell people how to do that is fab. The posts, they shock me.
They shock me
honestly.
too. Yeah.
And Labour and Conservative both did very different approaches with it. You know, Conservative are trying to be funny, but they're not hitting it on the head so far.
Yeah.
And they've gone for the more information over comedy approach. Labour's on the opposite, you know, Reform's on the opposite. They've all gone opposite.
But to be fair, I do feel like even the Conservatives have followed the Labour approach now because they saw the success of it. Yeah. Which, yes, it's successful. It gets lots of views, lots of attention. Does it make me trust them?
That's what we've discussed,
run our country. That's what I was thinking. Like from any side that is from these strategies, I'm not convinced from the strategies. I was a bit surprised that these are from the actual accounts.
You would think it's like a meme account related to it.
Yeah.
But no, they're, you know, the future leaders of the country.
Sometimes crazy. I sometimes have to double look at who it's posted by because I'm like, wow.
It's interesting though. But let us know your thoughts. You know, we had a discussion on it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But I just feel like everyone has such different views on the situation, and it's different to anything we've seen before. But
yeah, I fully agree. And equally, with this new feature that's coming out, they say that they did trial this during the local elections and it went really well.
There we go.
So hopefully it should be used quite a lot.
We'll see.
And encourage votes from younger people, because people younger than 24 are least likely to vote, but then people younger than 24 are most on TikTok. So we might see.
Maybe we'll see a bit of a difference.
Correlation here. Yeah,
100%. Okay, so I have seen some fun little thread ones. So we sort of described it as Tinder for threads.
Yeah, I think this is so funny.
Yeah, so I believe it's, swipe right to like the post and left to say you don't like it, you want less of this in your feed, basically. This is happening all over threads. You know, have we tried it yet? No. Definitely need to go and have a look after we film. But I don't know how they're thinking about it. Is it like Tinder is the part where there's, you know, the picture and you swipe and it disappears?
Yeah,
because that doesn't make sense. Or is it just like the double tap feature and it's a new version of that on threads? They just, I don't know what their thoughts are sometimes. I just look at Meta and I do think, what are you thinking? But it's an irrelevant update. Might be fun, might get more people on the app because people love that sort of swiping style.
We'll see.
We'll see. That's the only thing you can do with these updates. You just have to see how people take it. But
Yeah.
as a business, I would not stress too much about it in the slightest.
Fair enough. And then my last platform update is that obviously as business owners, social media managers know, Father's Day is coming up.
Yep.
Big marketing point in the year. TikTok has released a guide on how to market your business for Father's Day, which I think is lovely. It's kind of giving Pinterest with the support.
Yeah,
Which
no,
I
it is. It's Pinterest for support, and I sort of like how they're doing that. Definitely.
Yes, and it's come from TikTok for business as well, so like it's brilliant. So I've put a link to that below.
Oh, perfect. Have a read of that.
Yeah.
And then sadly, my notes have decided to turn off my screen. No, they're not. They're gone now. They won't come back.
Oh, they have come back.
Well, I was going to say, I'm going to go from my memory, and you can all read more in the description below. However, my memory was pretty right. So we talked about notes having a new update, which is, if you don't know, on your, what do you call it, your DM bit above then, people have like a little notes icon above their name. So we talked about last week and the week before about how they're just trialing some bits and they're adding updates. So now you can also like on notes, which is fun.
Yeah,
I quite like that you can like, and you can directly mention people as well. So we did talk about how, what was it you can do on notes now? Polls. What was the other one?
On notes?
Yeah. I don't know. We did talk about it last week. They just decided to add loads of really fun updates. I think it was music.
You can reply to them.
Well, you can reply to them now, which I do really like. So I think they've gone and tried to make more. I just think there's too much interaction on Instagram. It was an unnecessary. I just a lot of these this week are just purely unnecessary updates. Yeah. But it is what it is.
It's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Like particularly, if you've got a broadcast channel, put a background on it,
Small wins,
if
there
you're
you
marketing for Father's Day, look at the guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's all of our platform updates this week.
I agree.
Bit of a chaotic start to the video. As always, the best videos are, but it was definitely just not really that relevant features other than the big Instagram one at the start.
Oh yeah.
Which is super important.
It's shocking.
Yeah.
Trends.
So you kick us off.
Okay. Who else has been on TikTok, particularly in the last couple days? I woke up this morning, did my scroll. I've been a nasty girl.
It's such a tune.
It doesn't stop. The whole For You page is filled. So it's a song called I've Been a Nasty Girl and it's Somebody Gonna Match My Freak, which is really fun.
No, it's great.
And then there's a remix called Nasty X Naughty Girl, which is going everywhere.
Yeah.
All the brands are using it. All the users are using it.
It's so fun.
Get on this quick. This is the biggest trending sound I have seen in a really long 100%.
It is just, it's blowing up.
It's blowing up, like ridiculously. Like when I say every video, it's literally every video on all of our platforms. Like even went on the Social Commuter, TikTok, it's on everywhere.
It was on my trends, but I wrote, is someone going to match my freak? Which is not as helpful as your beautiful singing
Basically the
there.
same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a great sound. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's very summery and people are loving. It's like the one that's going on at the minute. It's 6 a.m, he's still going strong. It's just whatever you get summery songs.
Yeah.
They do so well. And talking about songs, $1 Million Baby, you'll recognise the sound when you hear it. Great sound to use if you're a business and you want a video, doing better than usual. I won't sit there and go, you're going to go viral. But that, using the sound, we have seen businesses do better than usual. So it's a fun little sound to definitely try out.
I love that one. My next one, let's remember. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift Eras Tour.
Yay!
Because obviously she's coming to England.
She's there now, or she's in Scotland.
It's not England.
It's the UK.
Yeah, she's in the UK. And obviously we've got all the Taylor Swift content. I feel like if you post a video around Taylor Swift in some area,
you do well.
You're gonna do well.
Yeah.
As you know.
As I know. I mean, I posted one in bed the other day because I couldn't find an outfit. And the Swifties, they come together.
They love it.
Oh my God. I had like a couple hundred comments of people just being like, you can borrow my outfit.
Oh.
I'll send it you in the post. Use this.
That's adorable, actually.
Yeah. Thankfully, I did find an outfit because I know everybody's definitely really worried about that. But I just think if you are a business and you want that Swiftie bit, the community is so insanely big that you can post a video and it is bound to do well.
Exactly.
So if you have any sort of Swifties in your business, use it.
Equally, she's like, I want to say she's trending on like everything, like the
She's
music
trending on
charts.
everything, yeah.
I went out yesterday. Every single place I went in had a Taylor Swift song playing or Billie Eilish Birds of a Feather. Yeah. That was it. Like she's in all the shops.
Anything
crazy.
Taylor Swift related is doing well at the minute, and it's going to continue to do well. I mean, her last concert in the UK, it must be July or August. I mean, I'm going to one in June. Really excited. But it's like July and August time, so it's going to be a continued trend until she leaves the UK, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, it's always been big. You know, we talked about the Eras tour when it launched, which was a year ago, ages ago, you know, one of our first episodes, and people were just getting the hype, and it's just the trends have gone bigger and bigger and bigger the more she's gone to the UK, and
so make the most of it.
Make the most of it, 100%.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Madness.
Love it. Okay, so Sabrina Carpenter has released a new song, which is today as we're filming this, I think, or tomorrow.
I think this is a really interesting song. Like, obviously I'm a musician, and I was like, wow, this is like
really
different.
Song.
Do you think it's really different?
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
As in, like, did I expect it? No.
Exactly.
However, people talk about it. Open TikTok today, and I have seen a good mix of TikToks with people just discussing their opinions.
I think, particularly because the music video has, is his name Barry Keegan?
I can never say his last name. Barry.
Cute.
Barry from Saltburn.
Barry from Saltburn. Because he's in it, and obviously they're in a relationship, this is gonna make the video viral. I mean, it already is. It's already doing better than Billie Eilish's music video, and obviously Billie Eilish is like the biggest one in the world. Because Billie posted it a whole day before Sabrina, and Sabrina only posted it yesterday, and Sabrina already had like nearly the same amount of views, like in millions.
She just teased it so well, and the little snippets, use the sound. I think it's out on TikTok now. I've seen people post it. It's bound to do well.
Everyone's going to be obsessed with this.
100%. It's a fun trend. It's not a trend yet, but it will be.
It's going to be a trend. We can tell.
We can sense it with our psychic abilities, apparently.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right, what have you seen?
So I saw this TikTok, and I saw one, but like I could tell it was a trend, or I could tell it was going to be a trend. I was like, this is such a good idea. So it was like, I've got bills to pay, and so this is like a photo TikTok, and then the next one is the bills, and then colon, and we're looking at coffees,
Reformer Pilates, Zara.
Yeah. And I just thought this was such a fun content idea. 100%. This could be done for any business, like just like in a fun way.
It is.
Get on it.
It's good, and I think it's just relatable. You know, even if you have a business, you could just do yourself as a social media manager of the company.
Yeah.
What do you spend your money on? Is it Later?
Yeah.
Canva? You know, there technically are bills for such, so it's a really fun trend, and I've seen it everywhere, so don't fret.
Yeah.
I think, but I do see it's gone a little less recently, so get on it. If you're going to get on it ASAP. And then I have seen, I feel like you're just here for the zip line, which I actually showed Ella before we filmed it. Every time you
say that to me, I think you're actually saying it to me.
Yeah, no. Could you feel like that's the only reason you're here? It's a really old sound. I mean, it was trending in the past, maybe like 6 months ago. Back this week, everyone's loving it, and it's a clip from I hope it's a fake dating show, because I don't believe it being real, unless it is American, and it is this woman going to the guy basically like, you're dumped because I feel like you're only here for the zip line. So people are using it for everything. We saw one like, I feel like you're only here for my dog. Like little stuff like that, you can do it, and it's relatable. I mean, let's say you're in an office and you had like Friday lunches, and they would pay. You could be like, I feel like you're in here for the lunch. It's like little bits like that. Yeah. So I think it's definitely a good little
great idea.
Yeah, definitely.
And then my last one is, I'm sure you've all seen this. Like, I asked my boss, or I asked my like partner, how many likes to get this, basically. This is a great workplace one. If you are managing social medias for a workplace, perfect. And equally, like, you could also get lots of likes.
You do get a lot. I mean, people like to team together.
Someone. It's brilliant.
The girls like to team together. That is what I've seen. You know, so if it's like I'm asking my boyfriend how many likes for a Dior bag, they will like do it 3 times over. Yeah. Because they like to team together. And it's sort of like TikTok's the opposite, you know, to how Instagram's being, where you can't ask for likes for search. Yeah. Instagram doesn't care.
That's such a good point. Yeah.
Likes and comments as well. And obviously the more likes and more comments you get, the better your post does. So it's a win-win of a trend, to be honest. It's like you're asking someone to boost your post, and they're saying, yeah, go on, let's do it. But it's fun. And I
Exactly.
like it. Okay, I believe that's all of our trends.
Okay. Creator.
I'm going to say my creator first because Eloise's creator triumphants mine because I'm
Okay.
obsessed with him too. So my creator is called Rihanna. I thought it was Rhiannon before, but I'm pretty sure it's Rihanna, or Ree is what she's known as.
Okay.
I literally wrote just vibes, to be honest, in my notes.
Okay.
That's the only way I can describe her. I've seen her on TikTok for a while now. She's just vibes. Like, you know when you see someone you're like, I would get along well with you.
Yeah.
She's just down to earth. Definitely still a smaller creator. However, her videos are doing well, so I can see her.
Is she like lifestyle?
Yeah, lifestyle. Just not like a day in the life though. Just vibes.
Just vibes.
Vibes. So she's a good one. Just check her out and have a nose. She's
amazing.
Easy to watch. I guess that's the way of phrasing it. Yeah, easy to watch content. Okay, now mention your icon.
Okay, so mine is called _Bailey Greetham, I believe. It will be on the screen. So he is a fitness instructor that goes into elderly care homes and like works with the elderly.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen this before on any social media platform, but he's done incredibly at building his platform. Yeah. They had Sky News filming them the other day actually.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. But it's just like, it's heartwarming content.
Yeah,
it's done well. There's humour around it, like with the elderly people who are like doing these exercises.
They're so funny.
They're so sweet as well, aren't they?
Sweet.
And it's one of those accounts that gives you a bit of faith in humanity again.
Wow.
Do you know what I
See
mean?
what I mean? That's why I had to go first, because he's awesome. I mean, I've seen him before. I said to you the yellow beanbag one before. It was like Patricia threw the wrong beanbag colour.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's memorable as well.
It was so
isn't it?
fun, and it's just been in my head, and I was like, that was just such a fun. There's no
come on, Patricia.
value of it. It was like, come on, Patricia, it's your go now.
Exactly.
And I was like, he's just awesome.
I love how he knows everyone's names as well.
He
knows
like
all
you
of their
said,
names.
happy, heartwarming content.
Exactly.
And that's what we need sometimes.
We do.
So check him out, because even I can vouch for you there. He's a very good creator of the week.
It's not often we know each other's creators.
No, we're always like, who's that?
That. Yeah.
But at least I know yours. There we go. We're getting progress. We're getting there a bit. Okay. Now I think that's it for the slightly chaotic, all over the place episode. But they're the best ones, aren't they?
They are the best ones.
We can both agree
always.
to that. So as always, please make sure you check out all the information in the, what's it called? Description. I'm going to say caption. I'm too like social media headed on. In the description below, because we have all of our links there. We like to go through it quite quickly, and half the things we say is all jumbled up anyway, so check it out.
Check it out.
And then please do subscribe and like and follow it if you're on Spotify, because we love our Spotify listeners.
We do.
Please let us know your creators of the week as well. It's always good to have a look at those. But so I think that's it for this week's episode.
Yes.
So we'll see you next week.
Bye.